some questions.
I'm most happy, Mr. Proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague from Oriental Mindoro. At the outset, Mr. Speaker, I would like to congratulate our colleague from Oriental Mindoro because we all know that he is one of the brains behind the crafting of the 8th article impeachment complaint against the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice. And I would like to state for the record that there was a very thorough presentation of the impeachment complaint and all the 8 articles. The articles are so clear and comprehensive, in plain language and is understandable to everyone. But I would like to stress one thing, Mr. Speaker, and that is this representation shares the indignation of our colleague, the distinguished gentleman from Oriental Mindoro, as well as our colleague who spoke earlier, the gentleman from party list Bayan, who both resent the suggestion that those who signed, the 188 members of the House of Representatives, signed the impeachment complaint, clueless about the content of the impeachment complaint. That, Mr. Speaker, to me, is an assault on the integrity and wisdom of the House of Representatives. And I think that matter should be taken up accordingly by the House. But having said that, Mr. Speaker, may I ask our distinguished colleague from Oriental Mindoro whether he witnessed the speech of the Chief Justice this afternoon in front of the Supreme Court in order to rebut the articles of impeachment as well as the speech of the President, His Excellency the President, yesterday.
I'm sorry to say that I did not because I was in a meeting this afternoon, Mr. Speaker.
Well, may I enlighten our colleague and those who failed to witness the speech of the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice, instead of maintaining the demeanor of a Chief Justice, which in the opinion of his representation should be the demeanor of someone who is on the highest pedestal of the land, chose a forum which is more akin to the forum of a political combatant like our distinguished colleague from Oriental Mindoro, and this representation, which is the forum similar to the Plaza Miranda, using words that are associated not to the highest magistrate of the land, but more to politicians like our distinguished colleague from Oriental Mindoro, and this representation from the 2nd District of Parañaque. Mr. Speaker, I have the highest respect for the position of Chief Justice, in fact not just for the position of Chief Justice, but for any member of the Supreme Court for that matter, or any member of the Appellate Court for that matter, any member of the judiciary. In the opinion of this representation, the justice, Chief Justice or an Associate Justice or an ordinary acting judge should select his or her forum in addressing issues and should be very careful and circumspect in the choice of his words as well as in the delivery of his words. This afternoon, Mr. Speaker, for the information of our colleague from Oriental Mindoro, the Chief Justice used such words as, well, in the first place, the choice of words and the tone of delivery. Using such words in attacking the judgment of the President, such words as hindi niya naiintindihan, something which we should not be expecting from a Chief Justice, no less. It is the opinion of his representation that the Chief Justice should have remained on that pedestal and should have resisted descending from that pedestal in fighting for his cause. very careful in the choice of his words. May I know if our distinguished colleague, even if he did not witness this speech before the grounds of the Supreme Court, and on the, I think that was in the quadrangle in front of the Supreme Court. Maybe know if our distinguished colleague is in agreement with this representation that the Supreme Court is so different from any official of the land. Different from the president, different from the senator, from a congressman, from the mayor or governor. Would our distinguished colleague from Oriental Mindoro agree with this representation?
Mr. Speaker, I fully agree and subscribe to what the gentleman from Paranaque has stated.
Majority Leader, Mr. Speaker, with the intentions of the two gentlemen on the floor, the time of the gentleman from Oriental Mindoro was only for 10 minutes. This is expired. I therefore move that the time of the gentleman from Mindoro be extended for another 10 minutes. The time for the gentleman from Mindoro to Oriental should be extended for 10 minutes.
Yes, if I may continue, Mr. Speaker, as I said, I fully agree and subscribe to that position taken by the gentleman from Paranaque. As in fact, I think being a member of the highest officer of the third branch of government, which is the judiciary, this is something that is uncalled for. And therefore, I do believe, Mr. Speaker, that this situation is not appropriate for a Chief Justice, that being a political person.
In fact, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague of Oriental Mindoro, I also made the comment that the speaking style, choice of words, setting, and one-liners in Tagalog of the Chief Justice brought down the institution of the Supreme Court to the political world of slugfests and dogfights in selecting the medium that the Chief Justice elected this afternoon. Would the distinguished colleague from Oriental Mindoro agree? Even if he did not witness this speech, this very passionate speech in Tagalog by the Chief Justice?
Mr. Speaker, I fully agree, and precisely this is the reason why he was impeached, and now he is to answer all of the articles before the Supreme Court, before the Senate.
In fact, I wouldn't even dare use the legalese words in Latin, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, that the conduct of the Chief Magistrate of the land, the Chief Justice, this afternoon is what you would call res ipsa loquitur. The thing speaks for itself, the way he conducted himself, because it is the opinion of this representation that the Chief Justice should have stayed on the pedestal of dispassionate and somber speaking tone and words where the Supreme Court properly belongs. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague.
Again, I fully agree, Mr. Speaker, that when he spoke the way he spoke, even if I did not witness it, but judging from the reaction of the honorable gentleman from Paranaque, I could already sense the error by which he delivered his speech at 2 o'clock in the afternoon today, Mr. Speaker.
Para lang ma-imagine mo, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, yung sinasabi ko. Imagine mo yung sarili mo, accused by a political opponent. Tapos ang ginawa mo, tumayo ka doon sa quadrangle ng political capital ng Oriental Mindoro doon sa Calapan. Nag-deliver ka ng speech. Tapos lahat ng mga political backers mo nasa likuran mo. Cheering squad that every one-liner is being cheered by your political backers. That's how the setting looked like this afternoon, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague. Imagine a situation like that, where the principal in that forum, a rousing speech delivered by Chief Justice in Tagalog.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I can picture already how it was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the Supreme Court today.
Meron pang isang linya na sinasabi niya, even address the President directly. Sinabi niya, Mr. President, hindi mo yata naiintindihan. And to me, that is not very proper for the Chief Justice to be conducting himself. In fact, it is the opinion of this representation that not even for a second should the Chief Justice have descended from that lofty pedestal in arguing this case. It is sad that in trying to defend the institution of the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice instead debased and damaged the institution with his choice of weapons to do battle against his detractors.
I fully agree, Mr. Speaker. In fact, I would like to see this as politicizing an institution that really should remain calm despite all odds. And for which reason, this makes him all the more unfit for the position to head the third branch of government, which is the judiciary.
I think, Mr. Speaker, our distinguished colleague from Oriental Mindoro selected the right word, politicizing the institution. And in my opinion, the Chief Justice should have been more circumspect in his demeanor, as he is supposed to be the highest magistrate of the land and not a no-holds-barred ultimate fighter in a dark alley, which he looked like in his speech this afternoon.
I fully agree with that. In fact, he should have been more circumspect by resigning his position so as not to further damage the institution, which is the judiciary.
In fact, Mr. Speaker, it is the opinion of this representation that that speech was well crafted in Filipino, but not suited for the Chief Justice. It was more suited for someone like our distinguished colleague from Oriental Mindoro or this representation of the 2nd District of Paranaque, where media would have a grand time selecting a lot of what we call sound bites, because every line would constitute a very good sound bite, but not fitting for the demeanor of the Chief Justice, who should have been at the much loftier level, in the opinion of this presentation, should be at the loftiest level of the firmament as far as the Philippines is concerned.
Hearing from the distinguished gentleman from Paranaque, all of these actuations of Chief Justice Corona, I'm really looking forward to watching a video of the speech that he delivered, and I will make sure that before today ends, Mr. Speaker, I will watch this, and so I will probably deliver another speech along this line.
Thank you. I would invite all our colleagues, if there's any colleague here who may have about 1% or 2% doubt about the rightness of the righteousness of the articles of impeachment, I think that doubt will be immediately erased after witnessing the Chief Justice delivering a Plaza Miranda style of speech before the grounds of the Supreme Court.
Thank you for urging our colleagues in this House, and I join the Honorable Gentleman from Paranaque to urge all of members, please.
On that note, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to terminate my interpellation and reiterate my congratulations to our colleague, the distinguished gentleman from Oriental Mindoro, for being one of the eloquent brains behind the crafting of the articles of impeachment. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, distinguished colleague from Oriental Mindoro.
The pleasure is mine.
Jointly. Mr. Speaker, I hope that the speech of the together with the expanding interpellation the speech of the Honorable Umali together with the corresponding interpellations is hereby referred to the Board of Committee. Mr. Speaker, under
the honorable search of the Governor's